have a reading for you about somebody that is in the early stages of a connection. And I feel like you're looking to get into a serious relationship, whoever this reading is for, but you're dealing with somebody that might not necessarily have that same intention. So we have someone who may be, they may have a roster. They may have multiple people that they connect to in hopes of always having someone that they can get attention from. And it looks like the recommendation here is it's time to be honest about how you feel with this person. And for many of you, it's because you will determine or be able to see that this is someone who may not actually be interested in a long-term relationship, and therefore time for you to keep it moving. And in some cases, you might find that this person realizes that if they want to be with somebody of your caliber, then they need to like get with the program, right? Good morning, Rachel. Good morning, Jacula. Hello, Joaquin. How we doing today? Hello, Idris. What's up? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a good day. It's a little bit stormy here, so it feels extra dark, even though it's like in the morning, right? If you're interested, I would love to do a personal reading for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. You can find it in the description box along with more information on how to get more content as a member. And you can also find the link to my Etsy shop for my homemade soy candles in that description box. All right, let's dive in and get some more information for you. We're gonna start with the Bianco Nero. Hello, Nawaji. How are we doing today? Build an arc. That sounds like a lot of work. Hello, Aveda. How you doing? Hello, Melissa. I hope you're having a good day. We have the Five of Cups, Justice, and the Three of Swords. So this is a reading for somebody that is thinking that they are headed towards a long-term relationship with someone. You have a lot of chemistry with this person, but you are more decisive than they are, or they are looking at commitment as something that is restrictive, and you are looking to enjoy that. So this is a warning because you are able to avoid some heartbreak from a person who may not be very monogamous. Hello, Dwayne. Hello, Stephen. How are we doing today? Thank you, Aveda. Let me add that for you. Still get back together. I've added that. Thank you, Aveda. And what else do we have? Oh no. Well, I do think that space is a good idea, but we'll see what the cards say. What else do we have? Page of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. Yeah, so there are little telltale signs that you're picking up from this person, but it feels to me like there is, like, I don't really want to see the red flags, or I don't really want to see what that person's actually showing me, where I'm just kind of like waiting for things to change and hoping this person is going to realize that I am the type of person they would want to be in a relationship with. This feels to me more so like it's saying, don't wait on this person. They might be very charming. They might be very aligned with you in other ways, but with regards to matters of the heart, they are acting foolish. So they might even be kind of scared of what it would mean to fall in love, or if they already feel like they're falling in love with you, that might make them feel like they need to like distance themselves. All right, sounds good, Aveda. Hello, Gracie. How are you doing today? With the I Love Lucy emoji. Yes, I can add that. I would include it with your super chat, please. Going forward. I know there's a limitation on characters, and I guess that's kind of part of it, because then if I'm reading for longer, it makes sense that the super chat would ask for more as well. But I would also encourage you to keep in mind that when we ask for questions to tell us, or when we ask Spirit to tell us when something is going to happen, often what we get is when these things happen, not like a specific date. Hello, Jamike. How are you doing? Regardless of time. We've got the Devil, the Hermit in the reverse, and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. You may have a close friend that is warning you or saying, hey, you know, something doesn't really feel right about how that person's interacting with you. It feels like maybe they're not really ready for a relationship, but there is a risk of obsessive energy with that Devil. Someone who feels like I can only be happy if I'm in a connection with you, but this person that I really want to be with is not returning that energy. Hello, Randall. How are you doing? Hello, Carrie. How's your day? Hey, Arturo, you had your comment deleted because I would much prefer to be called Carmen, okay? We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the Knight of Cups. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse because they're not very good at offering that reliable, committed energy, right? Not someone you take home to meet the parents, but they have this charming energy of the Knight of Cups. So they might do that thing where they talk about the future you could have together without actually being serious about taking the steps to get to that point. So actually, you know, misleading people and enjoying the loving energy without wanting the expectations or the responsibilities associated with that. Oh, thank you, Aveda. Hey, Randall, you really need an explanation on that? You do? You don't strike me as somebody who's like 18, so I think you know exactly what it means. What else do we have? The Emperor, the King of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. The Emperor is in the reverse. This is someone who likes to have access to others without providing access to them. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be the person that you daydream about. I want to be the person that you, you know, envision a future with. But if you get too clingy or if you get too confident that I will choose you, then I'm going to distance myself, right? We shall see. All right, this is Under the Oak. What else do we have, please? The Fool. The Knight of Cups again. So this is a bit similar to the reading I did the other day with a King of Cups energy that really enjoyed the chase, really enjoyed finding and chasing someone only to give up and walk away after that. Hello, OJ. How are we doing today? When will I hear from Abby? And hello, Bumface. How we doing today? Thank you for the tip. Top of the morning to you. Let's see what we can find out about that for you. Did he know we were with him as he passed? He also growled, a little like a lion cub. I have added that. Thank you, Bumface. Hello, Interceptor. Hello, Grindheart. How are you doing? I hope you enjoyed your weekend. What else do we have? Strength and the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So whoever I am reading for, you are dealing with a person who does not have the capacity to be faithful or committed in an exclusive relationship. And what I'm picking up from you is that you have that desire for a long-term relationship, that monogamy or that commitment. I don't care how attractive this person is. I don't care how funny or charming or, you know, ooh, look at that Riz. This is not someone who deserves what you have to offer. Simply because they don't appreciate it or they don't see the value in what you bring to the table. Because for them, they want to be able to go to a buffet. They can't just choose one menu item, right? And look, buffets are great. But when we are approaching somebody and wanting to have a clear understanding of their intentions and they don't want to let you know that they are interested in dating multiple people at the same time, then the disrespect starts to become more apparent. So we have someone that is able to end a connection by bringing up what their intentions are. Hey, you know, I am being intentional with my dating. I'm not out here just trying to see who's interested or see how hot people think I am. I want to be with somebody who is serious about a long-term connection. And if that's not you, that's fine. You know, we're all at different stages in our life, but I want to be, you know, I don't want to waste my time, basically. Oh, you're so welcome, Lee. I hope your day is off to a good start. 3 of Cups in the reverse. 6 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. They have a roster and they like to have somebody on backup. Somebody that they can connect to and get that external gratification or validation if another person decides to, you know, bow out. So you have the ability to avoid a heartbreak by seeing at this crossroads, that 2 of Swords, that you deserve to be with someone who has similar intentions. Hello, Mary. How are you doing? Hello, Charles. How's your day? Yes, thank you for liking and subscribing. That means a lot to me. When I get to 25,000 subscribers, I'll be doing a live stream. Thank you. And probably at the beginning, just a shorter general reading, but it'll be free personal readings at the end. We have the 10 of Wands and 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. If you want to be intentional, right? If you want to avoid wasting your time or avoid heartbreak, then having this conversation is important. Otherwise, you end up stuck with somebody who thinks it's kind of cute to keep you in the dark about what else they're doing or who else they're seeing. LOL, Dracula. Yeah. Shall we talk about how a lot of the elements of Christianity, including Christmas itself, is taken from the pagan religion? Saturnalia, look it up, honey. Mary, I keep a list during the live stream general reading of people who do a super chat like the lovely Lee there has just done. And so I have this list and I go through that list after I'm done with the general reading, and that's usually at about 35 minutes in, which would be in 20 minutes. Hello, Derry. How are you doing? I don't know if I'm going to join you in hailing Kanye, but I hope you're having a good day. Thank you, Lee. Let me add that to the list for you. Violations in emailed attorneys. I support that. They need to know. Yeah, I agree. So may I assume, Lee, that you want to know what the outcome will be of your reporting that, basically? I just want to make sure I approach it the right way for you. Hello, Slidem. How we doing? Yeah, I think it's just stopped raining, but it was really coming down earlier. Yeah, I would too. I would hope that this is coming to a close soon. Sending you healing energy, Lee. So listen to your intuition. And for some of you, you have a close friend who is watching out for you and saying, you know, I don't think that person is date worthy. I think they're for the streets. I think they like to come in hot with that Knight of Wands, and they like to get a little bit of attention, or they like to feel that excitement, or feel like maybe you're going to fall in love with them, but then they leave. 8 of Cups. Then they disappear, or maybe even it's a pattern of ghosting people, right? King of Cups in the reverse, Knight of Pentacles, and the 5 of Cups in the reverse. So having this conversation, the talk about intentions and what you are interested in helps you to see what they really are interested in. And for some of you, they're going to be very honest and say, oh yeah, no, I'm not looking for something like serious and committed like that. For others of you, they might lie. They might say, oh, you know, whatever happens, happens. But you can tell from how they speak to you that they are not interested in that. And I expect you to be honest with yourself, because sometimes we're like, I mean, it kind of sounds like maybe they don't mean it, but they were just so like hot when they said it, so I think I'm gonna believe them. You're too smart for that, okay? We can tell when people are just kind of like fudging the lines a little bit or leaving things open to interpretation because they don't want to be honest and saying, oh, you're just like 1 of 5 that I'm seeing right now, and you live like the closest to me, so it's the easiest for me when I'm feeling a little bit randy. Knight of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups in the reverse. So you can walk away and, you know, cut your losses by having a very important conversation with this person and letting them know that you're not interested in somebody who is seeing 4 other people at the same time, right? You deserve better than that. Hello, Jessica. How are you doing? Oh, I like the rain too. Hello, Bullet. What's up? All right. We're going to go with the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. What else do we have? Eight of Cups, the Sun, and the Hanged Man in the reverse. The thing is, they operate in a lack of clarity. They like it when people are not comfortable having those important conversations like, are you looking for commitment? Do you like monogamy? Do you get tested regularly? Do you use protection? Do you think it's okay to have relations with two people in one day? These are things that are important when you're dating because your health matters, but also your heart matters. And if you're approaching this respectfully and want to be somebody's partner and you want it to be monogamous, then it is important for us to have those conversations, right? To make sure you're on the same page. And this is someone who feels like maybe they can just kind of gloss over those details, get what they want, and then leave when you sour on them, right? Judgment in the reverse, King of Wands. This is like a red flag, giant red flag. Who is that guy? I think his name is Dustin. He runs around in parks with big red flags. This is someone who is literally always on that dating app looking for more people. Or their idea of a good time is going to a bar and seeing how many phone numbers they can get, right? Like, this is not Geordie Shore or American Jersey Shore. At least whoever I'm reading, you don't seem to be like that. You are looking for real love, and this person is looking for a real good time. Two of Cups and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. They don't deserve to be in your energy. They don't deserve to experience your sweet, sweet loving. Save that for somebody who's actually loyal. This person deserves to question what it might have been like if they had gotten with you, not think about it and be like, ooh, just another conquest. Hello, Dips, how you doing? Yes, it's true. And thank you for liking and subscribing. I appreciate it. All right. So we have the Hierophant and Strength in the reverse. They are counting on you not having a conversation about what you're looking for or what you want. They like that ambiguity. They like that people get a little bit nervous, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that talk, right? Have the talk. Make it clear that what you want is commitment and you're not interested in somebody who avoids that. Hello, Lydia. How are you doing today? Thank you for the tip. K's true intention. Why is he getting closer? And aligning his days with mine. Is he reconsidering a future? See, Lydia, you have perfect timing. Because even though you're asking me to dive into this, these are the kinds of questions that I'm encouraging the collective to be asking, right? Where is this going and what are your intentions? And, you know, those are things that I think some people are a little bit shy to ask. But you are well within your rights to ask, like, what do you want from me? Just curious, like, you just want to be able to brag to your friends? Or is this because you are actually looking to be in a, like, mature relationship? Hey, Tattoo. There are a few mods in here, so I would watch how you act in my live chat, okay? And be kind. Hello, how's it going, Michael? How are you doing? Hello, Redbeard. What's up? I hope you're having a good day. So we have the Lovers and the Devil. The thing is, there are a lot of people who feel like they understand what love is, but really what they know is obsession. They don't know what real love is. They just feel like somebody wanting them and chasing them to the ends of the earth is love. I think there are a lot of people out there who work in a bit of a chaotic approach in love, where they like to generate all of these emotions or talk about a potential future, and then they disappear so that you are like hooked or obsessed with them. Hello, Abe, how are you doing? I'm from the US. Hello, Darren, how are you doing? That does not look like English. Would you like to do that again? We cannot moderate if you are communicating in a different language. Dips, thank you for the tip. Let me add that for you. What? Sorry, I got like an itch. What is going on in my life? What am I experiencing? Thank you. I have added that for you. Oh, I'm so glad. That's awesome, Lee. You deserve it. Hello, Mohammed. How are you doing? Excellent. You deserve it. No, I don't tattoo. They're here because I love them and I appreciate what they do. So take a seat. If you don't like it, you can leave, okay? We've got the Three of Cups and the Six of Wands in the reverse. They've got like a roster, like I said. They don't intend to be in a committed relationship with any of the people on the roster. They don't even necessarily care about the little details. This is a quantity over quality kind of person. I'm sorry, I laugh because it's silly to me that you would be so concerned with the notches on the bedpost versus actually encountering people that are significant or meaningful in your life. So you deserve better than whatever this is, whoever this not monogamous person is. I think somebody feels threatened. Hello, is it Bahana? I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Dips, we're gonna start the personal questions in about 7 minutes, but I will be honest with you, you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th one on the list, so if I had to guess, it would probably be in about 20 minutes. Excuse me. Hello, Tanya, how are you doing? Hello, Miss Cherokee, how are you doing? Oh, I'm sending you healing energy, I hope it goes well. Aveda, yes, you are number 1. We have Aveda, OJ, Bumface, Lee, Lydia, and then Dips. So Queen of Swords in the reverse, King of Pentacles. This is saying have a conversation. Talk about the fact that you are intentional. Talk about the fact that you don't want to be like one of 5 different people that they like to be naked with. Even if it's awkward, it's worth it because you will be able to free yourself from whatever this is that they are dressing up as intentional dating or making it seem like you're the only one they think about. They do this with multiple people. 2 of Pentacles and the World in the reverse. If you let this drag on, or if you hang out with this person for much longer, you may be putting yourself at risk as far as mental health or physical health, because remember that very first card that we got was warning you that safety is important with this person, because it is not only you that they were trying to be physically intimate with. All right, let's get a few from, we're going to go with the Native American Tarot. You were one of the first, Aveda. I know the YouTube notifications aren't exactly reliable. Sometimes it helps if you unsubscribe and then resubscribe and then put the notifications back on, but all right, what else do we have, please? Do y'all see what that says? This is the Four of Cups. This often talks about rejection, but this card, it says pregnancy on it. And I'll tell you right now, this is not somebody that you want to have a baby with. Unless you like the idea of doing everything on your own and not knowing whether or not you can trust a person. I feel like that's not who you should start a family with. Whew. We have the Nine of Pentacles, which is the Thunderbird. This is saying trust your intuition. This is a person who is not making wise decisions in romance or as far as physical intimacy, and they would absolutely be the type to get into a situation like this and not know how to deal with it well. And we have the Maiden of Pipes in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like this is saying you have the ability to have this conversation with this person about your intentions. You pick up or use your intuition to discern that this person is not feeling the same way, and you can nope right out of there and avoid some sort of consequence that doesn't seem like what you really want in the first place. For some of you, what I'm seeing is a person who gets pregnant and then chooses who they want to be the father, not who actually is. For others of you, this is a person who gets two people pregnant at the same time. None of that sounds like fun. We have the Ten of Blades in the reverse, mockery. This is not somebody who is genuine. And then we have the Ace of Fire, Ace of Pipes, Hostine Coyote. Yeah, this is someone who feels like they are able to just take what they want and there won't be any consequences, but I do feel like there might be some consequences headed their way. We have the Fool in the reverse. The Wish card in the reverse, the Nine of Cups. This is someone who's selfish, who doesn't feel like they'll have consequences, and consequences are headed their way. And the Warrior of Shields, which would be like the Knight of Pentacles. This is like, if you talk about wanting that long-term connection and that monogamy, then you're able to avoid and like dip before things get a little bit crazy with this person. All right, this is the Love Tarot, and then after this we will start those personal questions. All right, what else do we have, please? Let the past go. Can we rewind and go back to before we were both broken down by life? Our pasts hold us back from our future. This person may remind you of an ex, but then we have the Ghosted card. This is somebody who likes to ghost their partners. I'm sorry I disappeared. I needed to get away and clear my head. And like sleep with 3 other people. Yeah, this is someone who gaslights or love bombs. Your perfection, your beauty amazes me. I'm not sure how I attracted in somebody like you, but I'm forever grateful. You make an excellent addition to all the notches in my bedpost. You're the prettiest one I'm screwing right now, is what I'm hearing. That's not cool. Is it true I heard you were dating someone? Is it true? Please tell me it isn't. They are possessive of who they are dating, but they don't like anybody else to have like expectations of them. Ooh, and then we have the Have My Kids card. Yeah, we have someone who's not leveraging family planning. I want to have a family with you. I know you'd be an amazing parent, and I dream of the day that I can experience raising a family. It says together, but I don't know that it would be together. Hello, Sarkab. Hello, Anthony. Hello, Joshua. What's up? Are you being disrespectful to my mods, Joshua? You better watch your tone. Just to repeat, I have a lot of respect for the people who moderate for my channel. They are beloved, and if you choose to start a fight with them, you will most likely lose. So please do not tell any of them to shut up or laugh at them. Okay? All right, we're going to start with Aveda's question. Will Avery and Sade still get back together? No. 7 of Wands in the reverse. Someone is on the defensive. 8 of Cups. Leave me alone. 2 of Wands. A different path has been activated. And with the 9 of Cups, it's like somebody changing their preferences. Like in a settings menu, right? You may have been too persistent. Because now I see there being someone, it's like someone's like hopping in their car and peeling out. So there's been a shift with the Tower and the Queen of Swords, and somebody is much more upset. Queen of Swords is about boundaries. Six of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, and the Princess of Pentacles or Page of Pentacles. Yeah. A new outcome has been ordered up because of choices made. The 5 of Pentacles is about no contact. The 6 of Pentacles is like, this is what happens. It's like the counterbalance or the counterweight. If this, then that. So I believe this is connected to the communications that you sent. So with this Queen of Wands, this is saying work on rebuilding your power, focusing on yourself. 7 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. And you'll be able to address whatever self-sabotage energy might be present. So, is there any chance this changes? Yes, but much time is required. So right now you're on the track where the two of you do not get back together. She's mad. I can pick up on anger. Like shoving you away. There is a minuscule chance this changes, but it requires a lot of like peace and distance and working on yourself for this to like revert back. It's like when railroad tracks have that like diversion or that like second track and you can switch over. It's switched to the no contact, like leave me alone energy. It could potentially switch back in the future, but it requires a lot of space. Does she still love Avery? Yes, but with the sun in the reverse, it is overshadowed with some anger. Because if you love someone, you should respect those boundaries, right? So it's like, I love you, but I can't believe that you would do that. So there's a lot of frustration that needs to be worked through. All right, I'm wishing you luck, Aveda, and remember, you've got a lot going for you. Let's see what we've got for OJ. This is the Santa Muerte. OJ is asking, when will I hear from Abby? So we have the Queen of Pentacles, Three of Wands in the reverse, the Hanged Man in the reverse, and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. The dependency is basically someone needs to stop being stubborn. There is an action that has not been taken, and once that action is completed, then there is a shift or a change. Like when you have a storm that passes through, you have heavy air, then the storm happens, and then it seems lighter, right? The birds come back out. This is saying there is definitely some work that needs to happen with that Queen of Pentacles and the ladder. And when those things are dealt with, then it opens up the lines of communication. But I see like 4 different things that need to happen. And these things are choices or actions that are taken to have this divine masculine energy. We have the Tower. This is indicative of personal change leading to interpersonal connection. So is there a timeline here? I would say this is a little bit of a lengthier timeline. You can expedite it by working on yourself more efficiently, but this is saying like 7 months. Because we have somebody who feels like hesitant about investing, and I feel like that would be Abby's energy. Hello, Burton. How are you doing today? Thank you for the tip. How does Victoria feel about me today? Thank you, Burton. I've added that for you. Is there a way to make this faster? Yes. It's dependent on choices. There is a deep connection here between the two of you, but it depends on emotional maturity or changes. Hello, John. How are you doing? Hello, Katie. Feel free to put your question in a super chat and I will add it to the list. Hello, Pipeline. Welcome back. All right. OJ, I'm wishing you luck. Let's see what we've got for Bumface. We're going to go with the Connolly Tarot. Sending healing energy to you, Katie, and your son. If all of you out there in the live chat are able to send some healing energy towards Katie, I would very much so appreciate that. Ooh, let me be more intentional here. So for Bumface, we need to know about Bumface's father. Did he know that they were there with him? No, he was in and out. He's referencing one person that he knew about. So was there a time where there was like someone left and it was just one person with him? Yeah, it feels like there was a lot happening, almost like in a dream state. And real life felt like far away. Hello, Jameson. How are you doing today? Thank you for the tip. How does mother of my child feel about me? Thank you, Jameson. Yeah, so Bumface, it seems to me like for your father's passing, there was, like, I thought I was passing away, and then I came back for a little bit, and then I did. And it is in that moment where, I don't know if he, well, you did say he made that growl sound. Was it aligned with the growl sound when he came back? Yeah. So this is where he had thought he was already passing away, and then he came back with that growl sound. But he is aware of one person that was there, or was at the time. Then he passed away, and you get a little bit more insight into what happened, right? So any other significance with the growl? Yeah, that was when he really felt like he was moving to the next plane. Was he trying to speak? Yes, he was trying to speak. What I'm getting is it's like he wanted to say how beautiful it was, what he was seeing. Like a beautiful sunset. He was trying to express what he could see. Anything else? Wow, transition. So this is the only tarot deck I have that has that. So he felt like he was moving from something that was dark and boring into the light, right? And I do feel like as he passed over, there was someone from his childhood that he had not seen in a long time who is like the first person that he saw on that other side. Hi, Sammy. We are doing personal questions right now. Let me add that for you, Lee. Just asked for Sage to come over. Did ask if he's on drugs. Did he answer you? Sammy, feel free to rewind to the beginning to see the general reading. Thank you for the flower, Tanya. And Bumface, I hope that was helpful for you and that you have a delightful day. Well, I guess it's already half over for you, isn't it? All right, let's see what we've got for Lee. This is the Wild Reflections Tarot. It do be like that. Yeah. Lovely energy, especially this card when it came out. Like, oh, you know what it makes me think of? This I painted, you can kind of see right above my finger, there's a cat. I painted that when I lost my cat, about him crossing the Rainbow Bridge, so pretty similar. Hello, Nonchalant, how are you doing? My name is Carmen, by the way. All right, so we've got Lee up next. So we've got violations that have been emailed to the attorneys. What will be the outcome here, please? It feels to me like it'll be a bit of a disappointment how people respond or how the courts respond to what you have reported. I feel like he's going to get another chance, or I feel like it's not going to be as like it doesn't reflect the seriousness of the situation. It's like, okay, well, you messed that up. You didn't follow the rules. We're just going to like point out the rules again and make sure that you don't do that, right? So it's a weak response. Strength in the reverse, King of Cups in the reverse. Like a slap on the wrist. It's very important that you document what's going on and how he's failing to show up. But they're giving him more chances than he deserves. I believe Cagliostro would be Italian. Hello, V. How are you doing? Hello, Dupont. Thank you for the sunshine, Tanya. So, will the eventual outcome be, or will they eventually take seriously his inability to do right by the agreement? Yes. It takes longer than you would like, but eventually they rule against him. So give him opportunities to mess up. Not because it's going to be, like, we don't want Sage to be dealing with bad things, right? But allowing him to not do what he said is getting you closer to the courts being fed up with him. So he just asked for Sage to come over. How should she handle that? This is saying allow him the space to mess up. You are allowed to have requests or like, here's how it's going to work. And if he asks you to drive her over there, do it. But he's going to mess up. Is he on drugs? Yes. I don't believe he has any limitations on, you know, oh, I need to be sober around Sage. I think he does that around her as well. I think he hides things in the bathroom. So if you do not already have some sort of plan in place for Sage to tell you when she feels uncomfortable, if she sees any of these markers, she should let you know, and you may end up coming to pick her up while he's in a not so sober state. That's what I see. So make sure she understands how to make that decision. Hello, Melissa. Oh, I'm sending healing energy towards your nephew. Hello, Matthew. How are you doing? Hello, Earth Angel. How are you doing today? Oh, there you are. Lee, I'm sending you protective energy, and I hope that your daughter is okay. Hello, Rebecca. How are you doing today? What will July bring? You're welcome. Hello, Grim Destroyer. I hope that changes for you. All right, we're going to go with the Tarot of the Cat People. We've got Lydia up next, and then Dips, and then Burton, Jameson, and then Rebecca. What are Kay's true intentions towards Lydia, please? So initially, I do see there being some physical intimacy as the motivation. I want to feel close to you. I want, the skin on skin stuff. And then we've got Justice and Empress. Somewhere along the way, the intentions morph into more emotional. So we have like a push and pull. Initially, I was very attracted, or I thought, this would be fun. But then I got to know you and I realized that I wanted more than just a little bit of naked time, right? Hello, Gino. How are you doing? Oh, I hope that gets easier for you, Grim. Sending you healing energy. Hello, Nasir. How are you doing? So we do have the Four of Wands in the reverse regarding Kay's energy, Lydia, and the High Priest in the reverse, which is the Hierophant, and that can refer to, both of these can refer to marriage. So I do feel like there is some sort of aversion to marriage in particular, but does Kay want a committed relationship? Yeah, so this is like, maybe we could be engaged, or maybe we could live together, maybe we could be like boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever. But I'm nervous about the legal documentation of it. So there is definitely, I'm okay with monogamy, but I don't like the legal element. Is he getting closer and aligning, or why is he getting closer and aligning his days with Lydia's? Because he's starting to want something long term. So our thing is getting more serious emotionally. He's starting to see more and more the benefits that you offer, or the type of energy you have, and it's difficult to walk away. But with the Lovers in the reverse, it's like, I really need to investigate. I need to get to know you even better so that I make the right decision. Oh, I hope you have a good day too. Thank you everyone, by the way, for the likes and the subscribes. Hello, Envy. Hello, August. How are you doing? Is he reconsidering a future with Lydia? Yes. This is like, I find you a little bit too incredible to just look at you as somebody that I'm attracted to. The reality is, I think I have feelings, but Kay needs to kind of warm up to that. So are there healing things that are in the way for Kay's journey? This looks to me like someone who's done a lot of work, but there's someone in the past that needs to be forgiven. It looks to me like Kay has done a lot of the spiritual work needed, or the healing. It may just be about fear. Do I have the ability to trust you? Hello, Stephen. Welcome back. Hello, cool girl. How are we doing today? What is your question? And cool girl, if you could include your question within the super chat, that makes my life a lot easier, okay? Hello, Saryab. How are you doing? What's coming in July, romance-wise? And new love or ex? Will I get back with my ex or someone new? I've added that for you. Thank you. All right. So for Lydia, where is this going with Kay? Where is this going? Well, what I see is I want you, and then I freak out and I back away for a little bit, right? Because we have the Five of Pentacles. I freak out because I don't want to get hurt or I don't want to lose you, but then I realize that I'm like self-sabotaging myself. Well, that's what self-sabotage is. So then we have a renewal of like, I'm going to invest in this. So it's a little bit of a roller coaster. I'm trying to sort through my feelings. I know what I want. I think I'm capable of it. I feel like you are incredible and there's no one like you. But it's like when somebody's trying to merge on a highway and they don't know how to match the speed. Like, let's go. We're not going to be going like 25 miles an hour and be able to do like the zipper merge, right? You're going to have to match the speed. This is someone who's like, can I, maybe? So there's a need for a little bit more confidence and assuredness, right? Like, I can do this. As a result, you may be getting kind of like confusing energy from Kay. All right, let's see what we have for dips. We're going to go with the Romani Tarot for you. What is going on in Dip's life? What is going on in Dip's life? We have the Seven of Taurus, which is cups, and the star in the reverse. There's a lot of options here, a lot of different paths that could work out for you, but almost like I need confirmation. Like the GPS knows how to tell you where to go, but there is an internet lapse. So it's a little bit of indecisiveness or a little bit of, which one is the best? Six of Shivs or Knives, which is the Six of Swords, and the Eight of Koshis or Eight of Wands. This is saying, don't worry, you do have several choices or paths that you need to choose from, and it may seem like you don't know exactly which way to go at this time, but you're going to get clarity. You're going to have something that inspires you or makes clear, like this way, not so much this way over here, which is making me think of, oh crap, my mind just went blank. You know, the dude who says fat guy in a little coat? Fat guy in a little coat. Why can't I think of his name? He was in Tommy Boy. He's like, it really hurts. Not so much here or here, but like right here. You're going to get that kind of like, not so much this, not so much that. This is the right path. Chris Farley, thank you. I can't believe I forgot his name. Hello, Delinia. How are you doing? Rachel, you save my bacon all the time. So you're going to get direction. You're going to get clarity regarding which way is the right way. And I feel like there's manifestation at work here. So it's almost like you had a path decided on. You knew what you were going to do. But then your manifestation allowed for something else to open up that is actually better than what was originally offered to you. Yes, Knight of Wheels or the Knight of Pentacles. And this makes me think of the Wheel of Fortune. So you have, it's like you've invested enough in a specific manifestation that you have opened up a new door or a new path. And you might be looking at it like, did I do that? Did I really? Is that for me? Little old me? Yes, it is. So we have the Page of Shivs, which is the Page of Swords, and the King of Shivs, or the King of Swords. This is your energy right here. You're able to draw in through what you say. You are able to manifest something new, and you're coming through as somebody who, yes, you have manifestation powers like the Queen of Wands, but you also are going to be decisive in short order when you get confirmation. So I see you getting something that you have worked for. And what am I experiencing? What is Dips experiencing? Yeah, a little bit of stagnation. Chariot in the reverse and the Four of Swords. A little bit of a respite or a break. But this is the calm before the storm in a positive way. So with this Queen of Cups being in the reverse, this feels to me like the universe is saying, go ahead, take a beat, put your feet up, get some rest, eat some victuals. But you're going to need to be moving pretty quickly here because there is something big about to happen for you. Yeah, you're getting what you want. Seven of Shivs or the Seven of Swords. Be cautious. There's someone here who's going to show up when you get what you want because they want what you're getting. So is this somebody who's like popping out of the woodwork because they want some money or some happiness? Yes. You got somebody who's been waiting and just like kind of eyeballing your progress. Like if you actually get what you want, I want a slice of that action. I want a piece of that pie. And I feel like you're supposed to say, nope, I'm going to eat the entire pie all by myself. If I made a rhubarb cake, I would eat that entire thing myself. So not that sharing is bad. Sharing is caring. But there's someone here who's like waiting for you to get what you want, what you manifested, and you are not meant to share it with this person. They need to do their own work. They need to get their own prize. Did I say hello to Delinia? Hello, how are you doing? And you're welcome, Lydia. So I'm excited for you, Dips. You are getting what you wanted. So make sure that you are scanning the horizon looking for that, right? Hello, NRM. How are you doing? Hello, Ray. I hope you're having a good one. Hello, Hector. What's up? All right, let's see what we've got for Burton. And we're going to use the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. How does Victoria feel about me today? How does Victoria feel about Burton today? How does Victoria feel about Burton today, please? We have the Fool, the Star, and the Two of Swords. This feels to me like Victoria's looking at it as, I told you what to do or what not to do, and then you did the opposite. So this is frustration or irritation. And with the Two of Swords, it's like I gave you directions or I told you what was okay, and you pretended not to see them. So is this like anger? More so frustration than outright anger. There is still care or concern about you, but it's like, why did you have to do it that way? Why did you have to approach things the way that I told you not to? So it's like, I feel like you're a little bit of a bull in a china shop, and I told you that if you were really interested in purchasing some china, some fancy china, that you couldn't go in the shop. I would bring out what you wanted to see so that you didn't cause all of that damage. So it's like you didn't listen. So there's an opportunity here for you to make a choice for a second chance, but it requires patience and being demure, right? Is this going to be an option in the near future? No. Patience is a virtue. So give Victoria space. There is still love or care here that she feels for you, but she is frustrated and she needs to know that you can handle a bit of distance or give a little bit of space, and then you will get another chance. All right, let's see what we've got for Jameson. How does the mother of Jameson's child feel about Jameson? Hello, Nat Nat. How are you doing? Hello, Dylan. What's up? Yes, and I love that for you, Dips. How does the mother of Jameson's child feel about Jameson, please? So this feels like I hope you are always in my life. You are my person, but I get frustrated with you with this Prince of Pentacles. We have some hint of stubbornness, or I feel like the same fight repeats. Notice this is the same person, right? So it's like, I love you, I want you in my life, but it's frustrating because I feel like I have to say the same things over and over again. So it's like, I want to put like a poster together that says, remember we talked about this is what I want, and you're doing that again. So there's frustration here over repeated arguments, but there's love. Like, we could be so happy, or we could be so content, or we could deal with this so much more effectively if these things changed, or if you listened about X, Y, and Z. So there's defensive energy here and frustration, because it's like I've told you what we need to do differently, or I've asked you to change this or say that. I hope that we can figure out how to navigate these difficult waters. I think we can, but it requires some changed behavior. So I want to invest. I want more. But right now, it feels like when you apologize, it's a lie. There's instability, or like I don't feel like I can trust you, and that I have to do everything myself with that 10 of Wands. Or I have to correct it, or I have to always be like double checking to see where we're at. But there's definitely love here. All right, let's see what we have for Rebecca. What will July bring for Rebecca? This is the Royal Fez Moroccan Tarot. It smells so good. Sorry, guys. What will July bring for Rebecca, please? Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Ten of Wands in the reverse. The Knight of Cups in the reverse, and Strength in the reverse. There's someone that you're going to encounter in July who makes your discernment kind of do a little bit of a, whoa, what? I don't know what to do with this. So this is saying you need to be on your game, right? You need to be listening to your intuition. There's like a second guessing yourself. With judgment. I don't really know how to describe it, Rachel, but But I also love that you quoted Jurassic Park. That is my favorite quote from that movie. Well, that and when the doctor said, we were so consumed with whether or not we could do it, we never stopped to just, figure out whether or not we should do it. It's also a good quote. But clever girl. It's a good one. Okay, so is this saying trust the first assessment? Yes. So you're basically going to meet someone new here, Rebecca, and your initial assessment of this person is right. But then you get to know them a little bit more, and you're like, oh, maybe I should get to, maybe I should get to know you more. Maybe I should dispense with the concern or the hesitation. Nope, this person is a red flag. They just happen to be charming. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, Ace of Swords. This is someone who is fleeting. They do not know how to do the long-term thing. So they're a lover that doesn't stay in one place. So is this somebody who moves around a lot? Yes. So maybe they travel for work. Maybe they know that they have to move to be available for family or some other obligation, but they want a little romance. Like I'm seeing John Travolta and is it Olivia Newton-John? Summer loving, right? Have a little dalliance, a little bit of fun, but then I have to leave, and I feel like this person would not be honest with you about how much time or energy they have to offer. So this is saying put up your defenses. Do not offer this person what they're looking for because you deserve better. Is there someone else showing up in July? Hello, Kavit. How are you doing? There is someone else showing up in July beyond this person who is just looking for a good time. And this is somebody who is welcoming, direct. They're not afraid to be vulnerable. They've had a recent change of perspective, and it enables them to be very truthful and honest. They know who they are, right? Self-aware. They're not afraid of accountability. This is someone who has gone through a difficult breakup and maybe a little bit lonely lately. I do feel like they're a direct communicator, but not the type to approach you like hitting on you. They would approach with friendship in mind, and then I feel like the physical attraction starts to happen. So they would be respectful, and you might feel because of that respect that they're not interested in you, but it is because they don't want to lead with that. But they do find you attractive. And is this person healed? Not all the way. They've worked on it some. They know what they need to work on. I feel like what they need to do is address going no contact with somebody. So they may still deal with some frustrations with a relationship from the past, but this person is honest with you. The first person is not. So trust your instincts on that first person, and a second option presents itself, and this person is absolutely honest. And they will tell you what they're interested in, but they are not going to just outright hit on you. So you might have to flirt with them if that's what you're interested in anyways. So you got two people headed towards you in July, Rebecca, and your intuition will guide you. All right, so we've got Cool Girl up next, and then Sarkyab. So for Cool Girl, we have, will I be getting back with an ex or with someone new? This is the Cagliostro Tarot. You do, Rebecca, but trust your intuition. It will guide you. Will Cool Girl be getting back together with an ex? Yes, there is an ex coming back around, and I feel like you would be interested. This is someone who views you as the person that got away. They have regrets over how things happened. They're going to say some things to you that they should have said long ago, but they did not have, you know, the cojones to say. So this could be confessing love or confessing, like, I didn't feel like I would get so hurt from separating from you, but I feel like you are my soulmate. Hello, Erickson. How are you doing? We're already at 81 minutes, but if you wanted me to tackle your question too, you can put it in a super chat. All right, so is there also a new person who is interested in Cool Girl? There is also a new person who is interested in you, but this is someone who might be a little bit too focused on finances. It looks to me like this is someone who is not emotionally mature, the new person. And the ex seems to have learned some lessons, interestingly. Yeah, I feel like the ex is actually working on healing this new person that's coming through. And they have some work to do. They're wise, they're smart, they might be, especially like business acumen is coming through. But when it comes to matters of the heart, no. They have some things to learn, and I don't think that they would approach you in the respectful way, right? All right. So the answer, Cool Girl, is yes. Both. All right, let's see what we've got for Sarkyab. This is the Everyday Tarot. And thank you everyone for liking and subscribing. I appreciate it. Yeah, Erickson. It's a common name, I get it, but I try to respect the privacy of others, so I really only need like an initial, honestly, or even just saying, well, the person that I miss, you know, or love, come back to me or marry me or whatever. All right, so for Sarkyab, what is coming to Sarkyab in July with regards to romance, please? Six of Swords. King of Wands in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Three of Wands in the reverse. You got somebody who has an anger problem coming back around. This is someone who is possessive of you. So this is X. King of Swords in the reverse as well. This is someone who has not done the work that they needed to, but they're coming back around because they don't like the idea of somebody else being with you. This looks to me like if the ex is coming back around, I would just leave them on red. Like, no, thank you. I'm good. This ex is still involved with somebody else from their past, or like they're still in like a talking stage, or they're trying to get back together with two people at the same time, basically. So it's a no for me, dog. I would not deal with this King of Swords in the reverse. They came through as the King of Wands and the King of Swords in reverse, plus the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, and like all of that is just like, ugh. No. They got some learning to do. And will there be somebody new that heads towards Sarkyab in July, please? Ooh, literally the card I would have chosen to represent somebody new. The Fool is not always meant to be like an insulting, like, you know, you don't know what you're doing. It is literally a new adventure. So yes, there is somebody new coming towards you as well. This is someone who is very decisive. They might be a little bit blunt. They say what's on their mind. This is someone who is wise. They have figured out many things, but they also play a little bit coy. So this could be a person who asks a question when they already know the answer to it, just to see what you're going to do. So can this person be trusted, this new person? Oh, why, yes, they can. So they might be a little bit, they're a direct communicator, but sometimes they might come through as a little bit confusing to you. They have good intentions though, and this is someone you could fall in love with. So you've got a new person that looks like a pretty good option. I like that for you. Hello, Laura. How are you doing? Hello, Robin. What's up? All right. I think we got through all of them. I love you all. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for hyping if you're able to. And I will